everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy Mask Monday. I'm actually filming this the night before, so I'm prepared to have this aired on Monday. Monday is actually going to be, well, tomorrow is going to be a rather hectic day, and I know I'm not going to be able to squeeze in some skincare me time for myself. So, yeah. So we are doing this on a Sunday. I hope everyone's weekend is finishing off on a good note. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And as always, welcome to my returning subscribers. I could talk today. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt that perfectly fits my demeanor lately and my mood and how I'm feeling. I'm definitely having a flare day, I guess you can call it, with my autoimmune disease and stuff. So, what better time than to wear this shirt? My friend had gotten this for me for my birthday, which I thought was so sweet of her. And also, she had got me a mug too that says Flare Day, which is really, really cool. And we're just going to sip on some regular Colombian coffee here at the moment. Unfortunately, my coffee's over at my boyfriend's. I'm used to like a light or even like a medium roast coffee. This is dark and bold. My mom, that's what she likes to drink. So I'm drinking it. We'll see what happens. Today I figured I am going to use the face mask firming facial mask, collagen. I know winter's over, but I think it's just the packaging. If I recall, there's no penguin features on the mask or anything like that. At least I don't think. It's been a while. Oh, and before I forget, this mask was gifted to me by Mari Chow. Thank you so much. I really do enjoy Planet face masks. They're very serumy and goopy and hydrating, and I just love it. And I hope you don't mind, but just bear with me because it might take a second or two, possibly multiple seconds, to unfold this. And I have something exciting in store today. It's been a while since I've done a question and answer. I was tagged by Jessica, and if you guys are not familiar with her, I will leave her link in my description box down below, but I'm pretty sure most of you are. And she was so kind. She did these questions and answers that she was tagged in previously from hanging out with Kim. And I will also leave her channel in my description box down below, her link. And yeah, and throughout the video, if you guys would like to, feel free and play along and answer some questions in the comments, by all means, please do so. I think I have this the right way. Do I have this the right way? Lately, I've been using the nose piece. Usually I take the nose and I'll tuck it. And no, she's backwards. Okay. So let's put it like this. Okay. I don't know, guys. Ever since I had blood taken the other day, I just have not been feeling up to par. And I've been doing everything that I can to feel better. And where's my mirror? Oh, I don't have a mirror with me. I gotta use the camera. I'm sorry, guys. So I've just been sitting, relaxing, missing my fur babies, missing my boyfriend, and everything that's going on over there, missing it all. And at the same time, I'm trying to be a little productive over here, but I have been getting tons and tons of rest, which honestly is what I think my body needs right now. You know how they say you know your body? Well, I do, I think. There's actually, oh, I saw a awesome creator show a DNA test not too long ago, and I went to go on the website and check it out, and I was like, oh, I was wondering why it was 40% off. It must be so good. I don't want to name the test or anything or go into any detail, but it's a rather pricey test, but it would tell me everything. It would give me everything. It would let me know what I'm allergic to. For all I know, I could be allergic to cats. Would I give them up though? Probably not. Never. I'm a cat lover. But long story short, it's well over my financial range, I guess you could say. So you know what? If I ever am financially set or anything, I will definitely do that test in the future. That is for certain. All right, so Jessica tagged me with 15 questions. Also, I'm going to hashtag this, as always, Mask Monday Ladies. So after you're done watching me or get bored of me halfway through with my questions and answers, there's plenty and plenty of other people that also participate in Mask Mondays. And it can be anything. It doesn't just have to be a face mask. It can be a hair mask. It can be an eye mask. I wouldn't think a lip mask unless maybe they're doing sign language. You never know. And yeah, okay. Oh, well, there's different types of lip masks. There's ones that you can actually apply on your lips. So that is considered a lip mask when you think about it in technical terms. But I'm talking about the ones where you literally take the entire mask and pop it right over your lips. So yeah. Which you guys are probably saying, shut up and get to the questions. All right, I am doing that right now. I have to bring the book close to me because I don't want to wear the glasses today. So we have here, oh, once again, Jessica, thank you for tagging me in this. Stick around to the end of the video, guys, because I'm going to tag 5 people. I didn't even write them down ahead of time, so yeah, I will be just picking at the top of my head any name that pops in. So if it's something that you've already done, just kindly let me know, and then I can always tag somebody else. Okay, so question 1 is, I could read. If you could be any breed of dog, what would you be and why? A golden retriever. Well, there are many dogs I like, don't get me wrong. Huskies and German shepherds and poodles, but I would go with golden retriever. You know, they're very loyal companions. Um, they're very, very friendly dogs. They love to play. They get along with other animals. And yeah, I would, you know, I had a I had a golden retriever growing up when I was younger, and I miss my little pup. Well, I wouldn't say little because they are a big kind of dog, but yeah, I would definitely say a golden retriever because you can develop a bond with the dog, yeah, with the golden retrievers, and you can teach them tricks. I know I used to. They would chase soccer balls across the backyard, and kind of push them back with their nose. It was really cool. I say them because there was more than one. Okay, number 2. What is something? I gotta lean back a little bit. I apologize for my um, laid back attire today because I'm literally wiped out, but at the same time, I know I need skincare. Okay, number 2. What is something that I can't even, okay, yeah, okay. What is something that I always wanted to learn how to do? Um, Fly a plane. I know many people might be scared of flying, and Scott, if you're watching this, you can click off because he's going to think I'm nuts. But not like your big Boeing jets or anything like that. Just like a Cessna or something. I would love to go up, with the pilot, of course, and me being in a seat next to him, and literally just learning how to fly a plane for a day. Not something where I would say, okay, let's get a license because I know that would never happen. But I also know that you need probably really good eyesight, and yeah, I'm not sure if you can wear glasses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can wear glasses. I don't know. Guys, it's been a long, 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 long time since I've last flown in a plane. So let me know. I know there's been many, many changes to a lot of things over the years when it comes to travel. Okie dokie. But yeah, I would love to just be in control, flying a plane with nothing underneath except air in the sky above. Yeah, definitely. Number 3, what is your favorite sport? Swimming. I do like to swim. And quick story. With some coffee. I actually put a lot of creamer in it to make up for the rich, rich, bold mud taste that my mom likes her coffee to be. Anyway, my Uncle Jerry, he used to be a swimming teacher. Besides a science teacher in school and stuff. On the weekends, he would have swimming classes and stuff, and he would teach people how to swim. Well, he taught me how to swim, and it's my favorite thing to do. I just love the buoyancy and the fact that you don't have full gravity, so you can do things easier. I like doing exercises in pools, not salt water. I've realized, not meaning I love ocean, but not a saltwater pool. I did that for a while for actually therapy, believe it or not, for my MS, and it went south on me after about 6 weeks of doing the therapy. So we had to stop it. But I love to swim. So yeah, got the bathing suits. I mean, I live on Long Island, for crying out loud. I got water all around me. You would think I go to a beach more often, but it's sometimes like the closest beach to me right now is about a 25-30 minute drive, I want to say. So, I mean, it's not even that far. But I do occasionally like to, get out there and watch the waves, listen to the waves. Years ago, growing up, I used to be in Smiths Point Beach getting pummeled by the waves and tossed around all over the place. I don't do that anymore. I'm more less dangerous, I guess you could say, than I was when I was younger. But yeah, definitely swimming pool any day. I would love to have my own pool. My own pool. Number 4, if you could trade places with anyone for a week, who would it be? Um, that's an See, now that's a stopper right there for me, because I like me. I like who I am. you know. If I had to trade places with anybody for a week, I honestly would go back to years ago, my grandmother, when she was still alive, because she had her wits. She was very, very smart. She was very, very adventurous. I mean, she used to be a clown. Literally, she used to be a clown. And why am I scared of clowns to this day? I have no idea. It has nothing to do with her. But, she was just full of wisdom and everything. And I wouldn't mind being in her shoes for a week while she taught me the ropes. And I mean, um, how to be productive in life and stuff like that. And learning, the ways that, she grew up with in the past. May not have always been the best of ways, but it was just ways where if you made a mistake, you would learn from your mistake instead of regretting your mistake. Does that make sense? But yeah, I would definitely want to be my grandmother for a week. Miss you. Okay, number 5. What is one thing I've tried and will never do again? Eating a chocolate covered grasshopper. It was years ago. I was 19. I was dared. I'll never forget it, because not only did I do it, um, I kind of almost choked on it, because I took one bite and then swallowed it whole. I didn't really chew because I was like petrified of doing it to begin with, but it was a dare and I did it. Will I ever do it again? No. No. No chocolate covered animals for me. No, insects. No chocolate covered insects for me. Thank you kindly. Um, some people I know might like that. So, everyone's got their own preferences and opinions. That's mine. My experience. Okay, number 6. Out of my 5 senses, which is the strongest? Well, it's actually a toss up between not taste, between hearing and smell, I guess you could say. Um, I'm going to go with smell. And I'll give you an example. I mean, I can smell things coming from a mile away. I can go from one environment to another environment in like 2 seconds and pick up on a scent like that. Um, my boyfriend thinks I'm cuckoo sometimes, because I'll be like, "What's that burning smell?" And he's like, "What? What? Nothing's burning. Nothing's burning." And then I find out, like, 3 miles away from us, there's like something on fire, out in the woods or whatever. I pick up on the smell. Same thing with when lighting a gas oven. You know how you get that not the gas smell, but the oh, I can't think of the word. Carbon, I guess you could say. I pick up on that in 2 seconds. So I can be like coming up the stairs, like, who's cooking? What are we making? Why is the oven on? Things like that. The best though for me with my smell being great, I know when it's gonna rain. I can actually smell the rain coming. I'd say 20 minutes before the rain starts. And it's crazy because I'll say it whoever I'm around at the time, and then it occurs, and they just look at me like, "How'd you know?" I'm like, "I just smelt it in the air." You can smell things. It's one of the senses I'm happy that I have. Okay, so let's see. Number 7. If I had a warning label, what would yours say? Fragile? Yeah, fragility. No, fragile, definitely. I drop things so easily. I misjudge things a lot. Um, Driving, I'm okay, and things like that, I'm fine. But like, I can just bump into a wall and have like a massive bruise running down my arm. A cat can walk across my legs, and I'll have a bruise 2 days later because of I'm fragile. The slightest little bump or nick. But the funny thing with that, you get something really big, like breaking a bone. Where's the bruise? you know the bruise doesn't even form until like as it's already like in the middle of healing. Then all of a sudden the bruise would come out with a broken collarbone, stuff like that. But yeah, that would be my warning label. Fragile. Oh, guys, I hope you're playing in the comments down below, because I would love to hear your answers on some of these. And I'm also in top of my head in the back here, back burner, thinking of 5 people that I want to play along, have to play along with this that may have not yet. Okay, number 8. Have I ever had a surprise birthday party? No, no surprise, nothing. Surprises in general, with gifts and stuff, never an actual surprise, when you walk into a room. Um, would I ever want one? Maybe. I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. I also don't want to tell people saying, "Hey, throw me a surprise party someday," because, you shouldn't have to ask. You know what I mean? Not that I just did. I don't think I did. I've been to surprise parties, for other people and stuff, and it's fun. It's fun. You get there. Like, I remember the last surprise party was for, oh, it was somebody in my family, my aunt, my uncle. I don't remember. I think it was my aunt, and it was a surprise, and we all got ducked down behind the couch and stuff. It was just, it was really cool, and it was funny because, actually, now that I take that back, it might not have been her, because I remember it had to do something where her flight was delayed because they were being picked up from the airport, and from the airport was going straight to the surprise party. The flight was delayed, so every time we thought it was them coming, it was somebody else. Or every time we heard the phone ring, we'd answer it right away, and they would give us tidbits going, "Okay, we're 5 minutes away," or "We're 10 minutes, yeah, 2 minutes away," things like that. But yeah, it was the anticipation of yelling surprise. And let me tell you something, she was surprised. I know now of other people that have had surprise parties that I haven't gone to, but they wind up finding out, or they already know, or they have a hunch, and it's not like it was years ago. I mean, it might still be. It all depends on who can hold out the longest without saying anything. Okay, so let's see. Stop farting. My chair's farting. Number 9. What is on the top of my bucket list? To go skydiving. I know I used to never be afraid of heights when I was younger, until I got into that nasty, nasty car accident back in '96. After that, I wound up developing the fear of heights, extreme fear of heights. Just like maybe standing on a stool and looking up can set my whole equilibrium off, which I don't like. But you're probably like, well, then why does this girl want to jump out of an airplane? Well, I don't want to do it by myself. I want to be like one of those instructor people that, you're strapped to, and stuff. And the way I see it, if I can't really see the ground, where it's not that like right there for me to see, then I shouldn't have a problem. I mean, I know I used to sit in an ejection seat in a ball and get shot up into the air. So what happens if I just, get thrown out of a plane? I consider it getting thrown out of a plane because the guy be like, "Are you ready?" Like, no. Are you ready? No. I mean, he would have to do it. I couldn't do it. But yeah, that is definitely on the top of my bucket list for sure. Okay. Number 10. If I could be any age for the rest of my life, which would I choose and why? I would have to say 28. And when I say that is because I already had gone out and lived my life for a few years. I used to travel a lot on the road. I used to all up and down the East Coast, all throughout Canada. As far west as I went was, I'd say, Arizona and Minnesota. Mall of America, that's Minnesota, I think. Yeah. Um, like, that far west and stuff, or Alabama. But I used to love doing that stuff. And I lived on the road for a few years. I had my own trailer and everything. It was fun. I never drove the trailer, or anything. But yeah, it was a good experience. Uh, but things happen and life changes, and you wind up going back to your parents for a while and getting things under control. And I still stick with the word 28 because even though my traveling days was, I'd say, between 19 and 22, somewhere around there. After that, when I was back, I was living the life. I was going out with my girlfriends. I was having a blast. We were just living it up and having a grand old time. And it was also a few years before, really going downhill with my health. So, that's why I don't regret where I am today because somebody is way worse off in my position. I totally understand that. And, I take every day as a learning experience. But I would definitely say 28 because I was already an adult and I already went through the teenage, aspect and acting like an early 20-year-old that likes to blow money, the drop of a hat, and things like that. I've gotten more conservative, I think, over the years, with money and everything. And I question things now. I just don't jump on the ball anymore. I contemplate. And then sometimes I'll even sleep on it. And if I wake up the next day and have a different view, I'm like, well, I obviously didn't want it. It was more like an impulse buy. So, I try and, do better nowadays with that. Hence subscriptions. Anyway, so yeah, I would definitely say 28. Those were good times. We're talking early 2000s, I mean, those were good times. Okay, number 11. If I could look at a crystal ball to look at my future, would I do it? No, I would not. And I say that bluntly the way I did just now is because it's more like I would never do it again. Because years ago, it was right before, it was like 3 weeks before my car accident. Um, Me and my friends were goofing around, with telephone line because, you used to get those magazines, have numbers in the back. Oh, call this number and, get your reading for free, for the first 15 minutes or something like that. And then they charge you. So we did it. And then it was my turn to make a call. And I did the reading. I went to my room by myself and did it. And with my reading was like for the first 10 minutes. Within that 10 minutes, she dished out a lot. And I sat there saying to myself, how does this person know me? Because I gave them nothing but my name and my age. That was it. That's all I did. And not to go into too much detail, but there was just one. I mean, it's been so long ago, I don't remember everything that was said. It's not like I was recording it or writing it down. It was a landline phone, cord phone. The one thing that really struck me though was when it did, well, at the time, I really didn't know, saying, be very careful after your 21st birthday. Stick to home grounds, when it comes to traveling. Okay. That's what, was said. Well, after my birthday, 20 days later, after my birthday, was when the major car accident happened. And I was not sticking to home. I was in another county. And I wasn't driving. I was a backseat passenger. But we'll save that story for maybe like another year or something. But it just made me think back to what this woman had said to me over the phone, saying, be very careful, you know, when it comes to traveling a few weeks after your birthday. And not even 20 days after my birthday, this happened. And I was just like, oh my goodness, you know, and then like the thousand what ifs come into play. But, you know, scary times. But no, I would never do that. I don't want to know what my future is anymore. I live my life in the moment, with some planning for future, you know, stuff. But would I want to know what takes place in the future? No, no, because I think that would drive somebody insane, like me. Okay. Did I do that right? Was that list? Okay. We got a list of 5 more questions. Well, actually, no, 12, 34. We got 4 more questions. And I apologize. This is taking a little bit longer than usual. I'm having fun and I'm actually enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying it with me. All right, number 12. What is my favorite cartoon character? Garfield. Well, I mean, yes, okay. We know I love cats, but Garfield. I love that little dude. I mean, I had Garfield lunchbox. My aunt years ago used to make ceramics, and I used to have this little Garfield ornament ceramic thing that I made that broke over the years. But yeah, Garfield. He's my favorite cartoon character. Number 13. What food have I ever eaten? Wait. See, I can't. Okay. What food have I never eaten but want to try? Jessica's homemade pickles. I watched that video when you were canning those pickles and making those pickles, and my mouth was watering. I would love to try your pickles someday, honestly. But besides that, I also would love to try sushi. I've never tried it, and I hear it's great. It's healthy, and one of these days, maybe I'll try sushi. I don't know. Maybe I should add that to my bucket list. What do you think? Number 14. Would you rather be tired or hungry? It's like a double-edged sword, that question. Tired, I guess I can go with, because, you know, I really don't get hungry. Like, I'll make sure I plan out my meals throughout the day so I don't go hungry. But I would say tired, because the more you sleep, the more your body gets to repair itself, I guess, when you're sleeping. So yeah, I would definitely go with tired. And last question, number 15. What is the most expensive thing that I've ever broken? Wow. I just heard clatter back there when I said that. Don't break whatever's up there. My Pontiac Sunfire. We're talking years ago. I was in my early 20s, and yes, I caused an accident. And it was 100% my fault. And I told the cop that right away. And what I mean by that is, you know, there's just some things that live in your mind, like it just occurred. There was just like a little mini fender bender on the side of the road, but it caused lots of chaos and cops. And I was sitting in traffic the whole time. And then the traffic had started going. And then I was turning off the road and passing the accident. And I'm just sitting there, I'm driving. And I just do one little look. And next thing you know, it boom. And I'm like, what the heck was that? And the lady had a bigger truck, I guess you could say, that I ran into behind me that has, like, you know, like one of those steel towing things. I can't think of the word at the moment, but you know what I mean. And it went right through the front of my car. It had a nice gaping hole. And the cops are already over observing with the other accident and saw what I just did and what the lady, you know, we both stopped. And he looks at me and I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, all right. He's like, you two, just pull over there on the side of the road. I'll get to you once I'm done here. So we just sat there for like 20 minutes. And first the cop went to the lady, spoke, you know, and obviously she was like, she hit me and blah, blah, blah. And then comes to me and I'm handing everything over to him. I said, look, I am sorry. I was one of those people that was curious to see what was taking place. And I didn't realize that she slammed her brakes on in front of me because I wasn't paying attention. I told him straight off the bat, you know, and he's just like, that's okay. And, you know, I didn't get a ticket or anything. He's just like, but do me a favor, take care, because we still have to exchange information. He's like, in the meantime, I need to go back to her and write up some tickets. It turns out when the cop went up to her in the beginning, I guess she was giving him a spiel. She had to go. She had to go. You know, she was in a rush. Turns out she had no insurance, no, her car wasn't registered or something like that. So she was in more trouble than I was, believe it or not. And I'm the one that caused the accident. But, you know, nothing really ever happened with that except my car being fixed and my insurance going up a little bit. But yeah, that's the most expensive thing I definitely ever broken. But guys, I want to thank Jessica again. Thank you so much for doing this. I am still deciding who I'm going to be tagging. So instead of thinking about it for 5 minutes on end and keeping you guys all still here, look in my description box, see if you're tagged. If you have a channel, you probably already know that you're tagged. And yeah, play along. It's fun. And this can definitely come off. Jessica, once again, thank you for tagging me. And guys, go check out Jessica's channel. Besides Mask Mondays, you know, she does lots of videos with pickles and stuff, and especially her shorts. You gotta go check out her shorts. Her shorts are fun. Her shorts are fun. Yeah, she does lots over on her channel. And whew, this was a good night to wear this mask. I need it. I need the hydration. All right, on that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little Q&A, and I'm curious to read everyone's comments and see what you guys will have to say for your answers if you choose to play along. On that note, I hope everyone has a great day, night, wherever you may be, and if my friend Michelle is watching, thank you again so much for my flare day and my flare day. Granted, this shirt is so comfortable, but yeah, thank you again. Have a great night.